What up?
Part 10. Is that right?
Back at it. Yep.
I think that's
Part 10.
How many parts was Final Fantasy VI?
16 or 17. Something like that. I think it was 17.
17? Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So that's straightforward. Let's go.
What takeout did you get? Or delivery food?
Lee's sandwiches.
Sandwiches and boba.
Well, Vietnamese sandwich and boba, they go hand in hand.
They do?
They do.
Oh.
Where is it? Like down here?
More of these guys, huh? Griffon.
Griffon! Oh. Oh, right. I think that was the one that's only heard by, like, Ether.
Explosions. Whoa. Is that 3 of them? Yeah, looks like it.
Yes. Damn it, Billy.
Take that. Really sucks. I don't know. There it is. Big shit.
The no-name captain
of awesomeness. Yes.
Does that mean he wants us to go there? I guess I'll take that as a yes.
Set sail.
Set sail due north.
Damn that encounter rate. What the hell? Yay.
That thing?
Possibly.
It's a fast elevator.
Indeed. Not very safe. Break your legs.
Need seatbelts.
Zap.
Oh, I think I was supposed to bring Ellie on this little adventure.
Do you have to?
I think there's more dialogue.
Oh. Nutcrack. Do you have to go back if you want to switch her?
I think so.
Ooh.
But I think Ellie... Let's see. She might be in worse shape than Bart.
Ooh.
Because at least Billy has a decent amount of death blows.
She can handle herself.
Right.
Choo choo! Yep, still can't use Faye. Damn him.
Still incapacitated. Oh my god, Satan has so much more defense.
Satan's always on top of his shit.
He is. Well, we can help them out a bit.
Dervish dress.
She already has this. This is like
How dervish of her.
dervish. Penguin. Okay.
I'm sure you will.
Oh. That helps.
Hey. I never noticed it. You have a weapon called Cobra Cracker. That's ridiculous.
so he's not going to be all that great.
Bart!
Yeah, I imagine I could go back to the names
Mm,
and buy stuff there.
yeah.
It's so far away.
We might not need it.
It's probably okay.
Hmm. I'm gonna grab a drink. Be right back.
That was incredibly fast.
It's so hot. Can't drink anything but water. Or LaCroix, whatever you call it.
That's pretty good.
I like it.
Meat.
I'm like the only one I know that likes it though. Like out here.
Oh, I like it.
Everyone thinks I'm a freak for liking sparkling water.
Oh my god, I love sparkling water.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's the best part of any kind of soda is the bubbles.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like I love anything that's carbonated.
Yeah.
He's not back.
Creepy play. Uh-oh. Do you understand? The same effect they use for heat distortion they can use for underwater distortion.
It's a very versatile effect.
Yeah. they get their mileage out of that thing.
There's probably like one engineer that figured it out. It's like, guys, check this out. Everyone loves it.
What do we use it for? Anything.
So I found out what Graf's Gears name is.
Oh yeah?
I actually knew it before. I just forgot when I found out. It's not very creative. It's just called Alpha Wiltall.
Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah, we didn't we get told that yesterday, or not yesterday, but last stream?
Maybe.
I think we did.
Because I remember we asked,
Something
and
like
I think
that.
someone looked it up, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was unremarkable.
Alpha Wiltall, and then like IDS is just System ID.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, because both of them are pretty unremarkable. Unfortunate, but oh well.
There's this 4,000-year-old city that is underwater now.
Atlantified.
Looks in pretty good shape.
The Gungans built their cities well. So how many different series of Stargate are there? I know that the SG and the Atlantis, and I think there's more, right?
There's one more after that one.
Oh.
But I think that one only had one season, maybe two.
Oh. Oh, was that one like not good? It canceled?
I don't know why it got canceled. I think it was kind of right around the time where a lot of like, well, same as now, but Netflix was dominating with their series.
Oh.
So like your typical networks were just desperately trying to keep up, and like I think as soon as one show was shown to either not have viewership or ads weren't doing well, they would just cancel it. So I think a lot of shows were just like prematurely getting canceled.
The Sci-Fi Channel was not doing so great around that time anyway, right? They were doing a bunch of shitty movies. I don't know about their TV series, but like that's when Sharknado was going on, right?
Oh, dude, Sharknado is awesome. But I mean,
yeah, but it's like not.
You have to know
that's not going to save a network.
Signing yourself up for. So, like with that show, I don't think there was anything better or worse than the other Stargate series. But yeah, it got canned.
The first one was SG-1, and then it was Atlantis, right? And
yeah.
The characters from the first series kind of carry over to the next one, right? Or is it like not really connected?
No, it's connected. So they'll have like cameos and stuff.
Oh. Oh, cool.
Because I want to say that the first one went on for 10 seasons.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's a long series.
Good lord.
And this was like back in the day when they had like 20 some odd episode seasons.
Yeah. I mean, Voyager's taking me this long to get through because of all the damn episodes per season. It's not a bad thing, it's just there's a lot.
Still alive! Oh.
Shell bell.
Whip it.
I watched a few more episodes of Voyager before we started.
You're almost done, aren't you?
Good shit. I'm on the last season now, that's for sure, but I'm not very far into that season. I've only got like 5 episodes in. So, not even halfway.
Struggle bus. Actually, he probably can't. Justice is the closest, but there's no way he'll learn that because Satan doesn't have his yet.
Justice!
Can we sneak up on him? Shh.
What's he doing just standing there?
So why is he facing?
Is this a Blair Witch Project moment?
Communicating.
Oh no!
Nap time.
On the ground.
Picked the wrong person to wake up.
He's got them happy feet. Get up. Is that like a retractable beat stick?
Yes? I guess you technically
like it.
equips rods, so
Oh, rod,
it's some
okay.
kind of rod.
Retractable rod, looks like. Power pole extend. But on a small scale. Little one.
It's more portable.
They never used the power pole at all in Dragon Ball Z, did they? Except for, like, the movies.
I think so. Same as that
Yeah.
like little cloud that he would ride on.
The Nimbus?
Oh, we didn't
no.
actually make it to him.
Oh,
There was an encounter right in front of him, which I wondered why we fought those things instead of like human type
weird.
enemies. Okay, let's do this
There
again.
it is. I'm pretty sure the Nimbus is used in Dragon Ball Z in the beginning of the show, but not very much. That's right. Goku uses it a couple times. Now that I think of it, and also Gohan. But it's not used too often, and it's definitely used in like all the movies. I think. Well, all the early movies. For sure in the World's
That-
Strongest.
Does sound familiar?
Yeah. Because doesn't Goku use the Nimbus to catch up to the Saiyans after like getting resurrected and has to go back through Snake Way?
Eesh, I don't remember.
I think he does. And then maybe he has to use the Nimbus one other time. I can't remember.
Chugging along.
Power Pole's cool though. It's too bad that they just like abandoned it at one point.
I totally forgot about that thing. Oh god. No.
Why do all the mechanisms here move at dangerous speeds? Just abruptly stop. You're gonna break your legs.
I didn't finish with the upstairs.
Oh no!
Oh, there's that other corridor, which I didn't go down.
Chunk.
Yeah, these elevators don't mess around. Though, living in an apartment, I can appreciate that. But really? It's just a dead end?
Looks like it.
Why would that be here? It's crazy talk. Yeah. Huh. I mean, okay, I guess.
about this again.
Oddly familiar. Nice.
Go back to sleep.
Plop. I mean, it could, like, miss once. It seems to just never miss.
Well, you can't close your ears, can you?
But I mean, sleep doesn't work 100% of the time in any game. Except for when these guys do.
It's a really good lullaby.
Finally.
Have you played the new Mortal Kombat? 11, I think it is. You haven't played it?
I have not.
I want to play it. I've heard it's really good.
So have I.
Yes.
Well, what would you get it for? PS4?
Well, I could, or I could get it for the computer. I guess I would probably get it for the computer because it would run better.
Okay.
But I mean, if there was a reason to get it for the PS4, like for like easier multiplayer or something, I would do that. But I don't know.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, if you get it, I'd be down to get it.
Oh, okay.
But then we should get it for the same thing.
Yeah. Well, we can coordinate that. Let me see what platform currently has it for cheaper. Kick its ass.
Heal. What? We got sucked into the elevator. Get out of here.
Oh noes.
Well, the corridor.
Oh, it's like $50 right now on Steam. That's a lot more than I think what the PlayStation Network has it right now for.
Really? I
think
do
so.
think I've seen it on sale, but PlayStation stuff goes on sale all the time.
I think that it was part of the summer sale thing that's going on, and I don't know if it's still going on. But let me look. Yeah, it's $20 right now on the PlayStation Store. Not a bad one, or not a bad idea anyway.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah.
Come on, learn something.
Which one was it that we would play a whole bunch on your N64? Was it 3 or Ultimate? I was confused the two.
Wait, Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Wasn't it just Mortal Kombat 64?
Yeah. Oh, I don't think so. Oh, I'll look it up. I mean, I'll be able to find it by typing in Mortal Kombat 64.
I'm sure I still have it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you never get rid of your damn games.
No.
Oh, it's Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Oh, there you go.
That's the one. Yeah, that was a pretty solid game, too. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Blew him up.
Right, show. Damn it. Going through these waters too fast. I think I only have like one more.
Sounds like you need to prime now some more water.
Well, also I'll be fighting a battle between being overheated and being waterlogged. Can't drink too much, my brain will swell.
Probably not going to be a problem.
What if it is?
Don't know how much water you'd have to drink.
No, it's only a problem. You've heard before, like that's kind of what the reason why most people in like clubs that do ecstasy and shit have a problem with. Like they drink too much water, and their salt content in their body, their sodium level goes too low. It causes your organs to expand, including your brain, and the brain doesn't have any room to go anywhere, so it causes problems.
I never knew that.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's why, like, I mean, don't do drugs, kids, but if you do, don't dance a hell of a lot, you know, like, don't exert yourself too much, and drink enough water, but too much can also kill you. Because, like, you're sweating out all your salt, too, and drinking so much water that you're diluting all the salt that's left in your body, and your organs do swell when you're low on sodium. So if you don't OD on the drug, you can still like, you know, have brain hemorrhaging.
Some words of wisdom.
Yeah. The amount of time I'm drinking, I'm just gonna have to pee a bunch probably. And I've got peanuts down here too if I get low on salt.
Seriously, not problems you're gonna have.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. It's just super hot in this room.
How hot is it in there?
It's like 80 degrees outside still, and like I got a fan pumping air into the room, but it's probably warmer in the room than it is outside because of all the electronics I have going in here. Not to mention heat lamp for my snake.
It's probably hot enough that the snake doesn't need it.
Well, I have to have it on because it's the light source for like its daily light. But I raised it up way over the cage so that it wasn't like pouring heat into the cage. But I do feel bad for it because I think she's a little too hot. Not dangerously so, but more than she would like to be, because she spends all day in her water dish.
Poor snake.
Yeah, I mean snakes are known to soak, but it's definitely because it's too hot. We should only have another 15, 30, 20 days of this type of heat before it goes down to regular.
Well, 15, 20 days is still kind of a bit for a heat wave.
Yeah, it sucks.
I think it's supposed to be something shorter here, but similar.
A shorter summer?
No, heat wave, like another 7 to 10 days.
Oh.
But I think it's
really
warmer in Denver.
Yeah, it is. I wasn't really talking about a heat wave. I just meant like the hot part of summer. But yeah, we're definitely in a heat wave. Hillary, who lives in Vegas, a friend of mine, and you know her, she's been posting Facebook posts of like the temperature for the week in Vegas, and it's all over 100 degrees, like every day. So some of them are in the 110s.
Very hot.
Very hot. I'm sure Tucson's no better. I should actually look to see what the weather is in Tucson for this week, because I don't know what I'm gonna get myself into.
How's the moon looking?
So far so good, but like nothing like it's still pretty far away, so we haven't like found a place or anything yet, decided on a date.
It would still be about a year out?
About half a year to a year, I would say. Because our lease is up in December, and we'll either decide to move right then or go month to month until we're ready to go. That whole kind of situation. Tucson, Arizona is 111 degrees today, high, and then all the other days afterwards are in the hundreds. Hot. But like I said, it's a lot better out there as far as I know, in terms of air conditioning. We're looking at houses anyway, so most houses have central air.
I thought it would kind of be like Vegas, where it's quasi-mandatory.
What's that?
Like, it'd be odd to find a place that doesn't have AC.
Right, because it's like dangerous otherwise. Boom, boom.
They're chugging along, getting better.
So are you what floor are you gonna be on this time?
Oh, this is townhome.
Oh, hell
So
yes.
It's
So you
on
have
the
like your own
ground
kind of yard and stuff?
No, I mean, I guess if you'd call it a yard, it sort of has like a little outside patio.
Shared patio kind of yard thing?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, it's
Okay.
its own place, but it's just like microscopic.
Well, fair enough.
But it does have a 2-car garage.
Yep, that's the important part.
The Datsun and the Porsche will fit tandem.
Yeah?
I don't know if the Mercedes and any of the other cars will fit tandem.
Mm.
So Mercedes is kind of long.
You're just gonna leave that at work, I guess?
I might. I'll have to experiment with it.
My roommate and his girlfriend, who's gonna move in with us when we leave, asked me like, if we get a house, because we're looking for a house, what do you want with, or what do you want or not want in a house? And it's like, really the only thing I care about is no grass.
No grass?
No grass. It's the dumbest thing ever. Zero-scape that shit, or put like potted plants or whatever, like just no stupid grass that we have to pull weeds from and water for no good reason.
That, yeah, especially in a place where grass isn't really designed to grow.
No, absolutely not. Like it's the further you get into a place to a place where grass isn't really like supposed to be there, the more dumb it is. But having lawns in general, I think is just dumb. Like, it's just a big waste of money.
I was never really a fan of yard work.
Well, but yeah, I hate yard work in general. And then I learned, like, well, I don't know if it's facts, but it makes a lot of sense. It was one of those, like, the history of why we do certain things. And apparently the whole reason why we have lawns in the first place is...
lost your video.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Totally kicked me from GridFam. Usually it's just like deactivate and reactivate it. It was already deactivated.
Well, what have you done?
There we go. Oop, oop. Hang on. Okay. We good?
Good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, the whole reason was when they were like designing suburbia, like the concept of a suburb, they wanted to push the idea that every man's house is his kingdom, like he's the king of his castle. The kind of fucking stupid shit. and apparently, like, I mean, so back in, you know, castles days and like kings and shit, you would have a big lawn on your castle to like, it was a big clearing so that you could see enemies coming. They called it the lawn. And so they figured if we gave every person a lawn, it would help push the idea of like being the king of your castle.
Fascinating.
Like it may or may not be true, but I feel like it's partly true at least.
Because you bring up a good point as to why this is like cemented into people's heads.
Yeah, like why do we do this stupid thing that we've been doing forever? That makes no sense. It's a waste of it's a waste of money, and it's a waste of resources, and it's a waste of fucking time and work.
Well, unless gardening is someone's hobby.
Have a garden. Don't have grass. Have a garden.
That's fair. For me, I just want bigger garages for more cars.
Yeah. Like, I really don't need, like, a big front yard, and if we do, I hope it's just, like, a bunch of rocks and maybe a tree or two and some bushes or whatever. I don't care. And, like, a backyard only really needs for me to consist of, like, a patio, porch or whatever to like with some tables and like maybe a grill.
I don't know how it is in Tucson, but I imagine it would probably be pretty common to not have a lawn.
Yeah, it does look like it is pretty common for that. A lot of the places we were looking at seemed relatively xeriscaped, or just have a bunch of bushes or trees, like I said.
Surprised that these computers still work after 4,000 years.
Really good power cells. No cell degradation.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
What?
So, the person that I'm renting the place from, remember like back in the day, his place is from the 90s. You would have, or like you could have, like a little inlet where you would have like your TV, so it'd sort of be flush with the wall, and it was designed for large CRTs.
Yeah.
So
my Uncle Paul has one of those in his house still.
there you go. So he has one that I want to say has like a 30-inch CRT in there. And it's basically to the point where it's too much effort to get it out. Yep. And I was like, you know what? I might actually use that CRT for like some games.
Yes.
But him and I were joking around about that instead of moving the TV out, we could just cover it up with like new drywall. Yeah.
Oh no!
Just leave it in there. But he was saying that because it's just it weighs like 300 pounds.
Yeah, I know. Those things are ridiculous.
So it's like that thing, and plus it's a fixed size. There's nothing that can go in there.
So might as well use it.
I suppose.
I think it's like 30 or 33, something like that, is the biggest CRT that they were ever able to make. They never made anything bigger.
Yeah, I think this one was like either high 20s or like 30.
Well, the ones that are like in the hundreds of pounds are the 30 inchers. Because every time you get that screen bigger, the geometry of the whole thing needs to get way bigger to have room to scan across the screen.
Yeah, if you ever come over and see it, I'll send you some pictures of it.
Yeah, I want to. Well, you know what brand it is?
I don't remember.
I'm curious, but honestly, I think that the bigger the CRT, the worse it is for video games, because the pixels get more blurry. Not that it's I'd still rather play it on a CRT, even if it's a gigantic one over a LCD screen.
The one thing I'm not sure about is how I'm going to get to the back of it to plug stuff in.
Yeah. What's on the other side of the wall that it's, in there? Like, what's on the other side of that wall?
A staircase leading to the second story.
Can you drill a panel out to access the TV from the back?
I think it might be too wide. Or, yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess put some casters on that thing or something. Slide it out.
In general, what he was saying, like, he wasn't opposed to me making changes. Because on the opposite side of the wall, like, there's a giant TV, then there's a fireplace, and then there's a rest of the wall. And on that side of the wall is where there's, like, an actual TV wall mount, like a flat screen. So that's where my main TV would
go. An actual TV.
A real TV.
Shut up. You need to get yourself a Laserdisc player for that fucking 30-incher. I have a few Laserdiscs I can send off to you. I've got Lethal Weapon and 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yes!
And Groundhog Day.
What was the data capacity of the Laserdisc?
Oh, well, it wasn't really measured in megabytes, I don't think.
Was it?
Because it's an analog format.
Wait, no, it's not. It has to be digital.
No, it's analog. Look it up.
How is it analog?
I don't know. I don't know how it's analog, but I know it is. Each side holds 1 hour, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really interesting. Like when you'll see how like the difference between the analog and digital signal. Like when you fast forward or rewind. Oh, what's going on here?
The emergency button inside the reactor is activated. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 35 million hours. How many years is that? 4,000? Probably.
It's quite a lot. 4,000. Well, I mean, that's what they said it was, right? 4,000 years ago. But yeah, if you know how when you fast forward on a DVD, it's like kind of like skips to where it is, like in segments and stuff. In the picture, it looks real chunky. It doesn't look like that on a Laserdisc. It looks almost more like a VHS tape when you fast forward.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's basically like a record, apparently, with a video signal.
Oh, damn it.
Which, I mean, is kind of like exactly how a CD works, which is digital, but I don't know what makes the difference between the two. I'm not smart enough. I bet, though, if you watched the Technology Connections guys video series on Laserdisc, he would be able to explain it to you. Or he probably does explain it to you.
Okay.
In that video. I just don't remember the explanation. Oh, I also have the Edge on Laserdisc.
So, I mean, it sounds like you should get a Laserdisc player.
I've owned like 3 of them now, but none of them work. So yeah, they're hard to find a working one.
Can we fix it?
I don't have it anymore. I don't have any of them anymore.
Because I guess depending on what it is that's broken.
Yeah, I tried to take one of them apart to see what it was, and I wasn't able to identify anything that looked broken. And then when I put it back together, it just sat around until I was like, this is garbage. That was the one that I had bought off of Craigslist or whatever. I actually tested it before I bought it, and it worked. And then I took it home, and it didn't work.
And then it just never worked again?
Yeah. and I tossed that one, and then I inherited 2 others from the arcade, and those didn't work either. But they were. I wasn't sure if they were going to work or not, because there's kind of a 50-50 chance if all those electronics that were there that I salvaged were going to work, and those ones didn't, so I just tossed those. Still have a couple of VCRs to test.
I guess maybe you could keep them around, like if you come across any more, and sooner or later you might be able to put them back together with various parts from one another.
Oh, if I
depending
still
on what
had
it
them,
is,
possible, yeah. I'm fairly certain that if I try hard enough, though, I'd be able to find one that works. They still exist. I was trying to find stuff on the cheap, on Craigslist and whatever, but there's like tested, confirmed models out there every once in a while on eBay. And if they didn't work, I could send it back or whatever, get a refund. But that's only if I really wanted to spend like $200 or $300.
But they're pretty pricey.
They can be. They're definitely not cheap. They're not. I don't think you'd ever find a functional one under $100 on eBay.
I guess that makes sense.
Well, for the most part, the movies are pretty cheap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For the most part, there's like tons of anime imports that are super expensive because they're rare. But like a movie like Speed or something like that, probably be like $2. I know I bought a new copy of 2001: A Space Odyssey for like $10.
And Laserdisc was still standard definition, right? Like 480?
Yeah, I think it. I think it is, or is technically something close to it. But I mean, it fits on a normal CRT, so yeah, it must be 480.
Well, there was 1080i CRTs, I think.
Yeah. Oh well, true.
Because I remember, like, growing up, we had one.
Yeah, I had one too. I do have one right now.
I know it definitely couldn't do 1080p, but it could do 1080i.
Right. And I think that's kind of what it's an interlaced signal, right? So like, I think that's what that TV would do to the Laserdisc signal. It would just interlace it, so it would technically look worse, I think, on a 1080i or even 720i CRT. I think it would literally look best on a standard regular CRT.
Interesting, because interlacing, I think the way interlacing started, it had to do with the processing power of the TV.
Yeah.
Where whatever chip was in charge of drawing the image on the screen, it didn't have the horsepower to draw the entire image.
Right.
So that's why I would do even and odd lines, and that's where we got the interlacing.
Indeed. And because it's not in that format, like it would scale it up, I guess, to an interlaced higher resolution, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure that would make it look worse.
Well, I guess it was going from a progressive source, like not interlaced, to interlaced. That would make it worse.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever a point in time where interlacing looks better than not.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's by the very definition of splitting the picture up in two. It means it's going to look crappier.
There are people that love scan lines.
I like scan lines when they're on a CRT.
Like, do you like film grain also?
If it's supposed to be there.
Those are like two things I hate. I don't like film grain, but I don't like scan lines.
Well, I mean, like, if there's film grain in a movie from today, like then it's artificially put there, then get the fuck out of here. What are you doing that for? Like film grain is there because it's from film.
Oh my god, what's happening here? Seizure warning. Treasures? No treasures.
Although, I mean, like, if you get a movie that has film grain originally and then you release like a remaster of it, it's expected to kind of take care of all the film grain and get it out of there.
That's true.
So, like, I don't know. Depends on what I'm watching. If it's supposed to be there, then I like it. If it's supposed to be gone, then I like that too. I don't know.
Allie's flipping out.
Emotional crises. When's Satan gonna have a problem? We've got that.
He's problem free.
He's got that ongoing conversation with the skeleton people, though.
Oh, with Kane, yeah.
Yeah.
How did she know the password?
It was password. Oh, and I think it was the newest episode of that show, What the Fuck Is Wrong With You, that I watch. One of the, I mean, it wasn't the main part of the story, but it was something that the host, Nash, freaked out about for a little bit because he used to be an IT guy, and apparently someone in the news story that they were covering had written the password to their computer or whatever, their system, and just like put it on a card under the friggin' keyboard. and like that's what contributed to a problem. Like they got hacked or something.
Oh no.
He's like, you don't do that. I guarantee one out of every freaking company, a big company that's supposed to be like somewhat, having a good security for networking and all that, has some kind of idiot that does that shit or has like password as their password.
Look at this thing they found.
Looks like a Goku. That hair. It's a Goyle.
Life form created from within the reactor.
Is it Ripley? No, she doesn't have hair. Nanobots. Uh-oh.
Bishop
She got a big ass. Look at that. Why'd they draw her so fucking funky? What is she? She's the fifth element.
It's the salvation of humankind.
Ah, the fifth element.
Multipass? Nice job stopping them, guys. Good work.
Yeah. Just walk on out of here.
These ships are dangerous.
Danger. What lurks behind you? Stranger out to find you. One game I've been wanting to play on NES is the DuckTales game. Apparently, it's really good.
Did the nerd review it? I feel like he did.
No, I don't think he ever reviewed that one. It's like a good game. Like he usually doesn't review good games, but I know that Mike has done a few videos on it that I have not watched. But I know that he's a gigantic DuckTales like franchise fan. Like he likes the comics and stuff, like from the old days. And he's talked about his love for the game plenty times. I've just never watched his videos on it. I do remember playing it a little bit as a kid and thinking that it was good, but I never beat it or anything as far as I remember. You know, I never owned it, so like I never got really familiar with it. But it's a Capcom game, so it's probably pretty good, right?
Actually, yeah, you're probably right.
It pretty much reminds me of the way it looks and plays is like it's like Mega Man, basically. Except that you don't have a gun.
Gin and tonic, positronic.
Yeah.
Gin and tonic, futon.
I'm a sleepy drunk when it's hot. That's why I'm not drinking whiskey right now. I'd probably fall asleep on you.
What? Star Trek? Is that a copyright issue there?
Wow.
Okay. I don't remember this at all.
She's bouncy. Just swinging her arms.
Take them out!
Owie! Serafita. Oh my lordy! That was cool. Wow, Bart needs some help.
Actually,
Bart, no.
did they all just do
Nope.
Okay.
Bart's fucked.
I chihuahua.
God damn it, I hate the way she stands. Just swinging her arms back and forth. It's super annoying. Total censorship calls for the educator.
Sure does.
It always does. It's like a universal rule.
god, so much damage.
You're holding your own.
Stay down. Ouch.
Flippy bastard.
Bonk. Oh, I think she's dead.
She looks like she's taking a poop. Squat. Have you watched, started watching that anime?
Lane?
Yeah. No?
I watched a little bit of episode 1 to see what I remembered from it.
Oh, okay. What's it called again?
The full name is Serial Experiments Lane.
Right, Serial Experiments. I remember the lane part, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but I think if you just say
anime titles
Lane,
are hard to remember sometimes because a lot of the
know
words
it.
don't exactly make a whole lot of sense without context.
Oh my goodness.
Bart again.
He's a feeble one.
Be right back one more time. We get another water.
Oh my god.
I've been noticing there's a lot more brands of sparkling water out there nowadays. Like we got...
Oh, just kill him.
Ouch. We got Bubbly and like 2 other new brands that popped up recently that are not La Croix. And like Pellegrino and Perrier are like starting to sell canned as well.
Yeah, I think more and more people like it.
Getting on the carby train.
Get no argument for me.
Honestly, I should get a carbonation machine. and
like
just
a
like
soda stream or whatever.
Right, yeah, and just like fucking carbonate my own water.
Probably could.
Probably would save me a lot of money. I assume that it's the same kind of processes they do to these waters. Look, I doubt it's not like naturally carbonated spring water or something like that.
Probably not. I think if anything, it'd be see how much the CO2 refill cartridges cost.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe I can like make it even better and like more carbonated.
I wonder. Probably not. I have a feeling like it would either be less carbonated or it would lose carbonation quicker. I don't know that.
Why? Like, I have no idea what the difference is between doing it at home and like having it done in a factory. But I assume there are some differences. I don't know.
Run away!
Do.
No treasures in here?
Does not look like it. Faye, wake the fuck up. Oh god, is he having like a Cloud Zach moment?
Not the right one. He's waking up.
Oh no. Oh no. Fight it, Faye. Boom, boom. Whoa. Further than you think. So you said you do the rest of your moving tomorrow, I guess?
Tomorrow morning.
Ooh, nice.
So the movers are showing up around 9. And, well, I mean, that's pretty much it for mine.
You're just gonna let him in and then go to your new place.
Probably. Give him
Cool.
a few directions. That's about it.
Right on. Did you take the day off work?
No,
Huh?
this is just working remotely, so I'll just dial into my various calls and stuff.
Cool.
Because internet and stuff is already set up at the new place.
Excellent. You have the same kind of connection, same quality.
Yeah.
Nice. Fiber. What is it?
Fiber,
Oh yeah.
gigabit.
Gigabit. Yeah, there it is. That's the word. Yeah, I hope Tucson's not too much of a podunk to have some good internet connection. Might be
Actually,
stuck
yeah,
with
you should,
3G.
Like, while you're looking at places, see how much it is for fiber internet out there.
Yeah, I will look into that. That's a great idea to have, especially for our little operation here.
And then, in general, the cost, like, at least here, for some reason, there's still options to get, like, 20 megabits.
Wow.
And then the difference between a 20 megabit versus a gigabit, like, in cost-wise, it's just, like, it doesn't even make sense why you get that.
Because the gigabit is so much better, or more cost effective. Cool. Oh, that's
Because it's not like
good.
the 20 megabit is some fraction of the price, it's still expensive.
Right. I'm pretty sure my old boss who moved to Vegas got gigabit as well, and well, she didn't say whether it was expensive or not, but it's obviously available. Good stuff.
Yeah, any major city should have it.
Definitely don't have it in my apartment. It's probably available. What kind of Switch do you have? Is just the normal blue and red Joy-Cons? Ah, cool. That's the one I want. I'm usually never into like special edition consoles that are like the Pikachu edition or something like that. Like, even if it was a game that I really liked, I probably wouldn't want it. I would just want the base model.
Yeah, the only special edition console I have is the PS4 Pro.
Well, that's not even really a special edition. That's like a pro
Oh, no,
model.
the Spider-Man version.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
Never mind.
red with the Spider-Man logo.
Oh yeah, I've seen
But that wasn't on purpose, that was just what I bought
was
for
there?
my friend. Yeah.
Oh, you bought it from a buddy.
Yeah.
Huh. That game was disappointing to me, but I hear that it got a lot better.
Oh. It came with it, but I didn't actually play it.
It's fun. Like, it's a lot of fun to web sling around the city. But it was just way too easy at the time of its release. Because I think I got it when it was new, fairly new. I got it when it was still like full price, and then I beat it like super quick. And it's like a game like Arkham Knight, you know, like it's just go around the gigantic city and do all the little blips on the map. And Arkham Knight starts off by being pretty hard if you set it on hard mode. And I set Spider-Man on the hardest mode I could, and it was like ridiculously easy. Like, you get all kinds of gadgets and stuff as you go through the game, and I never used like any of them because I never needed to, because the normal just get up to an enemy and attack him until he's dead method worked fine for like everything.
I actually kind of know what you mean. I've played some games like that.
Yeah. But you played Arkham Knight?
No.
Okay, so Arkham Knight is a really good game. I think it's very well made and very well difficult. Like the difficulty is well done.
Okay.
And so I was expecting something even better out of Spider-Man because it's essentially the same kind of game. It wasn't. It was patently worse. But I hear that they've implemented newer difficulty levels and a new like campaign that should make up for it hopefully.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you might want to check it out.
For sure.
But like the rest of the game around it is like fairly decent. Like I said, web slinging is super fun, and like the dialogue in the game is pretty cool too. Spider-Man's always pretty funny, but the plot is kind of like it's like a Spider-Man movie, but just like a bunch of like cutting room B-plot stuff that was like not really that interesting. I didn't think it was that great of a plot, but it did okay. The worst, the disappointing part I think was the difficulty. It was just way too easy. So I beat it once and just sold it. I didn't want it anymore.
Hey, why didn't we?
Are they eggs or shit bombs?
Let's go with eggs. The shit bombs are circling.
Looks like a hawk with a hammerhead.
Yeah.
Shark head. Or like two drumsticks with a like bat wings or something. And a hammerhead. That's retarded. Look at that shit.
Oh no!
What games were you thinking of when I was talking about like how you get a bunch of items that you never have to use?
What was the last one I played like that? Because that just that concept sounded familiar because I definitely remember not having to use items that the game would give you because it was so straightforward just to attack.
It's like why?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't need these.
It definitely happens in the odd game every once in a while. Arkham Knight is definitely made so that you can like have your favorite gadgets that you kind of use on the regular, or if you really want to, you don't have to use gadgets. It does make it harder though, because you know just beating up enemies with your fists is pretty tough. Because there's a lot of them and they're pretty tough, like I say. But like Arkham Knight's really good because if you realize that your normal favorite gadgets aren't really working with a specific group of enemies, you can try some other ones that you don't normally use, and that'll probably help you out a little better.
What's happening?
Holy shit! I'm back, bitches. Yeah, ha ha ha. Oh, they're full on evil laughing.
Id.
Ching! He knows how to flourish too. Captain, eat your heart out.
Kick his ass!
Ah! Yay, he's damageable. Of course he goes after Bart first. Bart's gonna break in half.
Poor Bart. He's not designed for that kind of damage. It's fine.
Hey.
Ouch.
Oh
He's already
no!
down!
What a dick move. I suddenly want to watch some Castlevania. That action scene where he gets where he pulls out the second whip because the monster's too big and he just has to beat the crap out of it with 2 whips at once.
Mm-hmm.
Shit was super cool.
Oh god.
Oh my god, see, there's a black hole.
Thankfully it didn't hurt them too badly. Dodged everything. I do like its music though.
Yeah, it's cool, it's creepy. Is this his only theme, or does he get more? Oh, it's okay. All right. I was wondering if it like got more intense as like if you when you, I'm sure you fight him again, right?
Do you? Maybe.
Oh.
No, but this is it stays like this forever. It doesn't intensify or build up to anything.
I see. Well, whatever. It's still cool.
Oh, actually, that's probably why that did so little damage.
What?
Bart's whips, they'll have F attack down.
Oh.
So I think it's lowered his magic attack by a bit.
Oh, cool. They seriously did waste all their graphics on the effects. Good lord.
Oh, he's not dead. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, that was even more than he could hold.
Bart isn't built for punishment.
No, he's just a fragile boy.
I mean, he was talking shit to Id, so...
Yeah.
What do you think would happen? He hates him.
He does not want him to get up. Oh, well, that was fortunate. Why?
It's just wailing on him.
Bart's just crying. Why?
He does. Does a little bit more damage than Ellie, so I'll have him attack and Ellie can heal him.
It's not gonna like that.
I think he should be down soon.
Cannot kill the id.
Ouch.
Zan's got this.
Back to Bart.
Yep. The whack. Yeah, there it is. Pretty good.
$5.
All right.
Wise man.
Fish face. For today. Oh. Ride the lift. Damn straight. Hey, have you heard of it's a hypothetical apocalypse situation called the gray goo problem?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with nanomachines.
Mm-hmm.
It's freaky, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
As far as apocalypses go, though, it's pretty cool though, because it's like not a whole lot of suffering.
Just get taken over by the goo.
Yeah, just all of a sudden, big goo coming at you, and then you're dead. Just all your cells are gone, turned into nanobots.
Uh-huh.
Saving! Getting up there in levels, almost at level 50.
Chugging along.
Yeah. Oh, I was wrong. I checked my PS4. I don't have King of Fighters 99. I have 2000. It's pretty similar though. It's got K in it. He went bananas.
Sure did.
Oh, do you know if your PlayStation Model 1, the one that you're playing on right now, is it the first release of it? I forget what serial number it's supposed to be, but like the first batch of PlayStation releases had like they're highly sought after by like audiophiles because of the CD player.
Oh.
Do you know about that?
No.
So like the original model. Or,
do you want the serial number of it?
If you can do it without killing the game, yeah, sure.
I think so.
It's usually a SCPH number, I think.
Yep.
What is it?
Oh god. SCPH 7501.
SCPH 7501. All right, let me see if that's the one. Did you know about that though? Yeah, apparently it's just got a really, really high quality CD player included in the hardware, and apparently for the time when it came out, the next best quality like home CD player was only in like $800 like CD players.
Wow.
Yeah.
With the numbering, it doesn't sound like it would be the first gen because they start at 7.
Doesn't seem that way. Oh yeah, no, it's a DualShock model, isn't it? So that would mean no, because the first one didn't have the DualShock thing at all.
What was the first version? 1000? 1001?
I think so. I've got the 9001, which is also a DualShock model. But let me find out here. Yeah, it's the SCPH 1001. And there's articles you can read up about it if you're interested.
What was the differences between? Well, I guess we know what the 1001 had. Was there a 2000 up to 9000?
Well, let's see a list of. What would I search for? A list of PlayStation serial numbers?
So probably like a Wikipedia for it, but yeah.
PlayStation models. Shit, there's a bunch. Oh, I guess so. There was a 1000 version. I guess that was the. Oh, but yeah, oh no, it was that's the Japanese release. So we didn't even get that. The first one in America was the 1001.
Oh, you're looking pixelated.
Oh, I am. All right, hang on.
Whoa, Bishop Stone, what happened to you?
Whoa. Good lord. That's cool. Looks like Uncle Frank from Hellraiser. Brother Frank.
No, he doesn't need any more power.
There's 1,000, 1,001, 2, and then the 3,000, 3,500, 5,000, 5,001, 5,500, 5,501, 2, 3, 5,552, 5,903, 7,000, 1, 2, 3, and 7,500. There's a bunch all the way up to well, they go after they go past 9,000, they go to 100, 101, 2, and 3. And it looks like SCPH 103 is the last one to be released. The as it looks like it's a Japanese version of the PS1, the flip up one.
Okay, yeah.
Which makes sense. And then there are specialty models for like colors and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of revisions to this console.
Does it say what the differences were, or is there anything interesting?
Let me see. Looks like the first few ones that were updated were because of FMV skipping issues. And then for the 5000 series, it looks like the main difference is the CD-ROM drive was relocated to the right side of the CD bay. Digital servos for focus tracking introduced, manual gain bias, calibration removed, lens carriage reinforced, and power is simplified, fixing the FMV skip issues, further fixing FMV skip issues. Smaller MOBO. So I don't know what that means. AV direct out and RFU power connector removed.
Damage nullified? Why?
Oh, that's interesting. The model 5903 is designed specifically for the Southeast Asian market, and it's the only model capable of playing video CD movies.
Oh.
Includes an additional security chip to curb the piracy rampant in some Southeast Asian countries. Also include RCA plugs like earlier PlayStation models. Come models 7000 series, DualShock is the main thing there. Stuff was simplified, components simplified, and number of memory chips on CD-ROM controllers were reduced. I don't know what that means. Parallel. There was a parallel port that got removed in the 9000 series, and MOBO is further reduced in size. And then the PS1s, you know what those are about. So definitely a good range of updates and stuff. But although like I would say most of the updates are basically just making it smaller and cheaper to produce, less powerful. Well, more powerful and less powerful at the same time. Look at those chompers. Put Red Skull to shame. Those cheekbones are so high, he looks gaunt even for a skeleton. Ugh. Yes, Billy. Did you have to get out of your lease to move, or was it up?
Lease was up. It was actually
No,
crazy
that's good.
timing.
Oh yeah.
Because if my friend didn't message me, well, I guess if she would have messaged me probably a week later, I would have re-signed my lease here.
Oh shit.
So it's
it's like all of a
strange
sudden moving.
Yeah, and it's somebody that I don't talk to very often.
Hmm. I kind of all of a sudden wound up at this place too, because I was living at the arcade and I decided I needed to find an actual place, and I hadn't talked to my roommate in years because I'd only really just worked with him like 5 years ago prior, and hadn't really talked to him since. I didn't even have him on my current Facebook. I deleted my old one and like didn't add a lot of people back in from the one that I left. Yo, what up, Ubicor? Welcome back. And yeah, so like he happened to be just looking for a roommate too, and he's like, oh, that's perfect because I need somebody and I don't want to get a someone I don't think would be a very good fit. Like you'd be perfect. And yeah, like a week later I was already living here. Like it kind of happened super quick.
Perfect timing.
And it worked out really well because now we're gonna move into Tucson hopefully together. Yeah, Xenosaga has some tough boss fights as far as I remember.
I'm actually getting more excited about playing that.
Yeah, same here. Well, what is it at right now, Ubicor? In your bidding war? Oh my god, really? Gears kill people. They step right on them. Total censorship calls for the educator. Top bid of 30. I was just gonna say about $50 is probably the cap I would set for myself for a game like that. So I hope you get it.
Go, Billy, go.
All right. Entire robot turns into a revolver. Hell yes. Transformers.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what Starscream used to be?
A gun?
Like he used to be a gun for Megatron. Wasn't he?
I think so. I think
Before
you're right.
he was a jet?
Well, no, I think Megatron turned into a gun. I could be wrong though.
That sounds correct too. Someone turned into a gun for sure.
Yeah, they don't anymore though. I think Starscream was always a jet, but I'm not entirely sure. Ooh. Wow, $200 for episode 3, huh? That's pretty gnarly. Emulating PS2 isn't very hard. If you have a decent computer, it can do it just fine.
Ouch.
You've got all 3, right, Ben? All the Xenosaga games?
Though,
were they expensive when you bought them?
No, they were just regular price, whatever it was. Yeah. So it was probably like $70.
Yeah,
whatever PS2 games went for.
Yeah.
But probably what I should do is see if I could find just like the packaging for it and buy those again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, then the value of it would go way up.
Because I just have the CDs.
Oh, you don't have the boxes?
I think I just ended up tossing them ages ago. Because I just kept all the CDs for all my games in binders.
Oh, you did one of those things. That's unfortunate. Damn you and your quest for less junk.
That's true. Yeah, I did it purely because I had just shelves and shelves of games, and I was like, I hate this.
You literally had like one shelf of games.
Kind of.
I mean, from what I remember, you could have had more from
probably
in between. And it's not like you didn't have room in that room for more if you put just more shelves up. Jackass.
That's just my thing for hating having junk.
Yeah, I know, but it's not junk; it's packaging, and it's probably better for the CDs overall if they're in the individual boxes rather than those sleeves.
It's in a binder, just a giant binder.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're about as equally safe, I suppose. I don't know how well MacBooks do for emulation, so I don't know about that, but I hope it would work. I mean, it's not like the PS2 is you know, super powerful compared to a MacBook.
Yeah, I wonder if the MacBook, if there is actual builds for it.
I would assume that someone would have done it by now.
Maybe. I mean, absolute worst case, you could run either Linux or Windows VM, and then run an emulator on that.
Yeah.
And I think it would still be able to do it.
Yeah. Well, good luck if you try to.
I think it should work.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I have to dig up my old Xenosaga CDs.
Yeah.
Once I'm moved into the new place, I'll search for them.
Right on. Alternately, you could get a swap disk, swap magic set up on your PS2 and emulate, or not emulate it, but just get you a copy of the ISO off the internet. Swap magic it up if you have a CD burner or a DVD burner, I guess.
There was something new that was announced recently. That you could play just straight burn games on the PS2 without any mod chip and without any additional hardware or software.
You sent me that video of that YouTube place, right? Channel. But yeah. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, look into that Ubicore. There's apparently some new way of not emulating, but just playing burn CDs or DVDs on the PS2 with no mod chip or anything like that. Of course, getting the actual game would be awesome, and it probably would hold its value. Boom! Cool. Yeah, I gotta complete that collection.
Yeah, so I think the gear that he was in that turned into the gun is supposed to use the pilot as the shell. So he's supposed to be dead.
Why would anyone design a gun like that? That's terrible ammo.
It's extra powerful.
It would only work if you put Gohan in there.
She speaks.
It's pretty high praise saying you like it more than the Final Fantasy series. Although Final Fantasy's had its low points.
The Xeno series?
Ubicore is saying that he's getting to the point where he likes the Xeno series more than Final Fantasy. Or at least almost as much.
I do want to give Xenoblade Chronicles another shot. I never ended up finishing it.
I've never played any Xenoblade.
I think that was Final Fantasy VII Remake's fault.
Yeah, you mentioned that. You're like, oh, chugging along in this game, and then then the remake comes out, and you're just like, abandoned ship.
Yeah, that's the one I have. It's the one for Switch. That's the one I was playing.
Wow. How far did you get into the game?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe like 10 hours? Because it was kind of an impulse buy, and I think it was because it was on sale.
Yeah, fair enough. How does the Nintendo store work? Is there like a membership, like a premium or whatever, where you get free games or discounted games or whatever the hell like PlayStation Network does?
It has something similar to that, where you can get NES and SNES games.
And it's something you pay for and then you get.
Yearly.
Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. That's probably something I'll want.
I want to say it's $20.
It's not bad. It's really good compared to PlayStation's $60 a year thing. I mean, they might not offer as much things, but whatever. Still pretty good.
I've gotten a bunch of games from like the premium membership
On PlayStation? Yeah, because they give you like 3 every month.
I mean, sometimes it's garbage, but it's usually like 50-50.
I have a bunch that I don't have access to anymore because I don't have a premium membership anymore. But if I ever did activate it again, I could start playing them. But like, yeah, like the 75% I would say of those games that I got, I just, you know, I accepted every one of them just because it's a free game. You might as well take it. But like 75% of them are garbage in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Ubicore is right. There's also a concept of like coins, which you can get.
Oh.
And you can just redeem them for a certain amount off for a game.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Cloud saves. Gotta love that cloud.
One thing with the games though, so I periodically will just look and see what new stuff was released, and there is actually, I mean, lack of a better word, it's garbage. It almost seems like a lot of either like home developers or not so good indie developers release games.
Yeah.
And they're not overpriced. It's gonna be like $5, but
yeah,
the stores,
there's a lot of cheap stuff.
It's definitely flooded with just like crap.
Right.
And you don't
there's
very good like quality stuff.
On PlayStation anyway, there seems to be the odd game that's actually good that's very cheap. Like I think I bought that Assassin's Creed Origins game. I think I bought it for like $5 or $10 at the time, just because it was on sale. And that's like a AAA. It's a release, you know. It's like a big one. It's definitely worth it was probably like $60 when it came out. It's just on sale.
Yeah, Ubicore agrees. But it is for like $5. But the only downside is that there's just so much of it. So it's like if you're looking for, like, let's see what new stuff was released, and 99% of it is this $5 garbage. Like, ugh, I want a new game. I don't know what I want, but I know I don't want that.
You gotta look into like the user reviews, because some of those like little cheap ass indie games are like overwhelmingly positive or whatever, you know, and you got to see why, and then sometimes it's generally correct. People generally know when a good game is good.
The good thing about the PlayStation Store is that stuff is almost always on sale.
Yeah.
So if there's a game you're interested in, 9 out of 10 times, if you wait a week, it'll probably be on sale.
It'll be on sale, yeah. That Bloodborne, the Curse of the Moon game that I got, it was like $10, and it's a really good game. Bay's back. Yeah, eventually we'll get to that Undertale game and get some indie stuff going, I guess. We have quite an undertaking ahead of us first.
Panzer Dragoon Saga.
No, of course not. Yeah, I don't have a Switch Ubicore, but I will eventually, and I feel like that might be a similar experience for me, because like I usually don't play a whole lot of games on my PS4 anymore because it's not as good as my PC, and most of the games available on that are for PC as well. And the Switch has a lot more exclusive titles, it seems like, and it's just more of a fun console, it seems like. Plus, it'll open up a lot more multiplayer stuff for the channel. Mm-hmm.
Going off to
Who's he
Papa's
talking
house.
to?
That's a bit better.
Yeah, that looks like a good party. Well then.
Alrighty. How about that?
Stock it up. Oh yeah, Ben. I was wondering, what's the hardest game that you ever beat on NES?
Yeesh.
Because like I know you're like good at platforming games in general. I've seen you beat plenty of Super Nintendo and Genesis platforming games that are tough, but I haven't really seen you beat any NES games because we never really played NES together.
I didn't play NES all that much, really. Like, I had a few NES games and then kind of immediately jumped to Super NES.
So like, that's interesting because like you're as old as me, or a little older than me, in fact, and you never really experienced the old classic NES hard. Like,
I think NES games just weren't. Why is that's quite expensive? Interesting. Nice. Just get it.
Just the money bags.
But I know that the games just didn't stick out as much as the ones I played on SNES.
Well, if the ones that you owned were pretty much the only ones that you played, like those ones aren't like standout games, except for like Tetris. I mean, everyone loves Tetris. Because like I beat Batman on NES last night, and I was thinking about how like if you haven't played games like this before, you probably should, because they're really good. It's a very well-made game, and the graphics and music are great too. They're like some of the best on the NES. And there's a few other games like that that if you've never played them before, maybe we should at some point have you play them and like experience the classic NES legendary hard that some of these games kind of employed, and like what we can do is like for the most part it'll probably be games that I know what I'm doing on, so I'll let you figure it out, you know, and experience the thing, and if you need a pointer, I can give it to you.
That would actually be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could play it either on emulator, or I have a NES.
Yeah,
So
however you want to do it.
Well, you want to send this way? No, I'd have to put the NES back together.
Back together? You took it apart?
I dismantled it.
Why?
I don't know, study its habits.
Fair enough. See what it's been eating.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I do have a few cartridges I could send you that we could play, or doing streaming. I mean, not streaming, but emulation. That's fine too. I don't care. The thing is, we got to make sure that you're set up for no lag input, because some of these games you really kind of have to make sure that's not an issue.
Oh, okay.
Or input lag. I mean to say, not lag input. And honestly, if you're playing on a standard flat screen monitor right now, I would think that the latency would be less if you just emulated it.
Okay.
I think. Maybe we could just send you a 13-inch CRT. I have a spare.
Oh, good. It begins.
It has begun.
Ow.
Zap.
it so much.
Yeah, sure did. Yin! The power of Yin. Mm-hmm. There's platforming in Xenosaga, right?
Pretty much what we're about to do is that. You have to hop your way all the way to the top of the Apple Tower.
Right, but not in. This is Xenogears. In Xenosaga, is there platforming like that?
Nothing comes to mind. Maybe not.
I don't really remember having even a jump button, but I could be wrong. I hope that there isn't. I mean, Xenosaga would definitely be a little bit more like acceptable to have platforming, but like whoever friggin' decided to put platforming in this ugly ass game is not like they need a talking to. Or needed a talking to back then. Like, look, it's an ambitious idea, but like it's just horrible. It's very badly implemented. Although you have been doing pretty good, you got used to it pretty quick.
Oh, it gets worse.
It gets worse.
This isn't bad.
Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, no platforming in Xenosaga yet. So says Ubicore.
Oh my god, the encounters
Cool.
are out of control here.
Well, they look like bowls of wasabi.
I thought there was something down there. Maybe not.
Ooh. Not yet.
Same thing all over again.
More wasabi. Why is that move called Traffic Jam? Oh no, that's that's right, it's the enemy.
This thing's called. Yeah.
That's odd too, but whatever. The Traffic Jam Ray. You.
Good
Nice.
job, Wilhelm.
Is he still decked out on
response circuits? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No need to change what doesn't it wasn't broken.
It's working for Weltall.
I think the next stream I do, I'll probably do Batman, since I know I can beat it now. Oh boy. But it's weird how that happens with me. Like, I'll be working on a game for years and years. You know, I never beat Batman before, and like I played it plenty of times, and I've gotten all the way. It's like to the end of the game, like almost every time I played it, but I was never able to beat it. But like those weird insomnia moments where you can't do anything else but just like play a video game so you can relax or whatever. Those are the moments that I end up beating those kinds of games that I take forever to actually beat. Like,
do you see the annoyance starting?
Oh yeah.
Oh damn it!
How are you gonna do this?
Very patiently.
You're already fucking up very badly. All right, there we go. No.
I think the sooner you accept how much this sucks, the better off you are.
Hopefully. But yeah, that's how I ended up beating Ghosts and Goblins for the first time. It was one of those late night insomnia moments where I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna finally beat it. I feel like today's the day. The time is now. And then 4 hours later, it happened. I think my first deathless run on Contra was achieved the same way too. You can do it! Swing those gigantic robots. You channel your inner Donkey Kong. Or Pitfall.
Pitfall? Yeah, maybe Pitfall.
Ah! What the hell?
More! Swing more! I hate this part.
Don't they have thrusters or something? Can't they fucking fly?
You know, like, you would think, because I've seen other Gears fly, so I'm pretty sure these can too.
I feel like they do it when it's plot convenient. It's like, it's just because it looks cool right now. But never when it's needed for function. God. It doesn't look like it's going any further.
It's just like maximum swinging amount.
It doesn't look like it's much. It should. Ah, thank fuck.
Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Made it. I'm not sure why Bart is so much weaker than the rest of them.
Bart is very fragile sometimes.
He is.
Ubicore, I agree with you like halfway, because of some aspects of the SNES. Like SNES had better, like how do you say it? Like the best games on the SNES are better than the best games on the NES. I would say for the most part. But I think the NES has aged a little better overall in terms of the better games for it, because like the SNES used samples for its sound chip, and a lot of those sounds did not age well for me at all. I don't think it sounds great, but I think the NES sound chip, the more like chiptune type of sound to it, aged better. Like I think there's less bad music on the NES compared to the amount of bad music that is on the SNES.
Really?
Some of the bad music on the SNES is fucking atrocious, and it sounds terrible on. I mean, it sounds bad on its own because it's just bad music, but then it's made worse by the sound chip. For me, the bad music on the NES is at least it's chiptune music. It may be bad, but at least it's not being used by a bad sound chip. Oh, I definitely want to try Shovel Knight out. Yeah. The Castlevania series in the NES definitely has some issues. I mean, I think Castlevania 1 came out like pretty early in the NES's life, so yeah, there is definitely some kinks to work out. There's some jank issues, as you put it.
This is gonna be so painful.
You could do it.
I don't think so.
You've done it once. Do it again. Lose some of your freaking inventory so you're lighter or something.
This is probably why I've never played the game again.
So yeah, you do have a point there, Yukor, with some of the problems in the early Castlevania games, but I don't know. I think part of being from this age group and like just being used to the way that it used to be, like I never really cared like that they were janky, like so to speak. I was always just like, oh, this is how it is, you know. Always got that horrible knockback issue. It's just how the game is. Don't get hit over a pit. Deal with it. It is nice to see that the Bloodstained series ironed all that stuff out. Like, it is cool. I do like it. I especially like how fast you can switch between characters now. Very cool. But I don't know. Like, I really don't have a big problem with the classic games and the problems that they have with them. So, like, I understand why Ben wants to play this game, because it's got some problems. Yes!
No! I was an idiot.
Oops.
I almost wonder if there's enough time to make any meaningful progress here.
We have 20 minutes left. Fair enough. Yeah, the hitboxes are definitely more. They're tightened up. It feels less unfair. That's for sure. And the music's so damn good in well, both series of games, but I was referring to the Curse of the Moon. Real cool chip tunes. I'm still working on my second loop on my on Castlevania for the DS, 3DS. But if you're gonna talk Castlevania and your issues with the NES versions of them, what do you think about the Castlevania 4, Super Castlevania? Because like I see it as a really good game, but it has some dumb issues to it that I think they could have that it made it too easy and kind of like just a bad decision to implement certain things. So like it's a great looking game, but I think that all three of the original Castlevania games are more true to Castlevania. You play Castlevania 4, right, Ben?
Uh-huh.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. I like it too, but yeah, it's definitely a lot easier than the rest of them. Graphics are awesome, and the music is really good too. Oh, you never played 4? Holy crap! You're gonna like it. Like, it's a lot of fun. Rondo of Blood's a lot of fun too, but it's a lot harder. Definitely a lot harder. It's more of that classic Castlevania hard, so watch out for that. But so I guess the main issue I have with Castlevania 4 is that and you can see this in like any YouTube video that talks about this type of thing for this game, but like they made Simon way bigger. Like, he takes up way more of the screen, and you can whip in any direction, in 8 directions. So like you can basically hit anything anywhere with just your whip. And Ben, we were just talking about this, where you get items that you never need to use.
Mm-hmm.
You almost never need to use items in Castlevania 4 because of the whip. Like, it's just as strong as any item, and you can basically use it with great accuracy control throughout the entire game. So there's almost no reason to use items in this game, and that's like if you're gonna basically having the whip and the size of him be so big now. Well, not that the whip is big, but you can whip in any direction. But so now that you have all this damage area that you can utilize, it kind of negates the need for those classic items. So if you're gonna do that and negate the need for the items, make better items that are relevant to what the game is now like. They just use those same items because that's what they've always been using.
Looks like we got ourselves an elevator.
Don't fall again.
Though this thing is millions of years old.
Interesting. I don't think I ever beat Rondo of Blood. I got to the end of it and got my ass kicked by Dracula. It's this horrible setup where you're just standing on a series of pillars in between death pits, and Dracula's like disappearing and reappearing on certain pillars or whatever, so you gotta avoid him there. And he throws fireballs, obviously, and there's the knockback. So basically, most of the time you get hit, you fall into a pit and die. 1-hit kills for the most part. Unless you can like manage to get hit jumping in between a pillar and getting knocked back to the pillar that you're on.
It's like a thing from Terminator.
No, Hunter Killer. I really like all the other robots that Cyberdyne puts, or I mean not Cyberdyne, but Skynet has going for them in like the Judgment Day eras, because like they're just as intimidating, if not more. Some of them, like the Hunter Killers, than the Terminator machines are.
Ouch.
They are frightful. Do they call your planet Earth, or is it some other planet?
This planet?
Yeah, the planet that you start on. I don't know if you've changed planets. I don't think you have you?
In Xenogears? No.
Yeah.
You stay on the same planet.
What planet is this?
I don't think they name it. But it, like, if it was to relate to kind of Xenosaga and a concept of there being an Earth, this is an Earth. It's not Earth. It's basically wherever the Eldritch crashed. Like after it got taken over. Which this Tower of Babel thing that you're climbing, that's basically like that main shaft of the Eldritch.
Okay.
That's why I was saying it's like millions of years old.
Yes. The scale of these things are freaking mind-boggling. The size of all these buildings and robots.
And I think there's a very, very bad boss fight here.
Uh-oh. Ubicore says Xenoblade is the most interesting world of any game ever. Or oh no, okay, of any of the games, of any of the Xeno games. Sure do feel like an ant.
I wish the shortcut to get out of the gears worked. I don't understand why that doesn't work.
Do you have another controller? Maybe your LR buttons are broke.
What?
Dylan broke them. What in the hell? Oh.
Drive it.
Uh-oh. Whoop. Oh boy. Gotta love them flawless FMV segments. That's not an FMV, never mind. But it was smooth. There weren't a whole lot of FMV sequences on PlayStation games, but there were a few. The PlayStation version of the Mortal Kombat game you had for N64, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, right? Yeah. Had FMV sequences.
Did it?
Yeah. The N64 version only got like cuts, still frames of the picture of the FMV cycles videos.
Oh wait, that's what I meant. I didn't think the N64 had any at all.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It only had it had like cut scenes. Or not cut scenes, they were fucking freeze frames. Sorry, I can't talk.
Pull yourself together.
Ah, never!
What's happening?
That boss fight?
What's that?
Who there? Oh shit.
Ramses.
Oh, I can fly.
Flying up.
Yes, they're like fighter jets. What do they call them in Zone of the Ender? Something frames? Frame something?
Something frame. Orbital frame.
Yeah. Orbital frame?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. I want to play those games again. They're fun.
I got Zone of the Enders 2 remake for PS4 that's compatible with PlayStation VR.
Oh yeah?
That's kind of fun.
I bet it's like hectic. Like where you're constantly moving around your head to see what's going on.
Pretty much. Well, and it's first person, so like as you're spinning around, like it spins around also.
Oh wow.
So that's a lot of fun.
It seems like it's dizzying.
I think if you're subject to motion sickness, it's probably not the best game.
I'm not, but it probably seems like it seems like I'd be pretty dizzy, but I'd probably have some fun with it.
The frame rate's accurate, so it doesn't make you sick.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Like whatever it is, it's at least 60 frames.
Cool.
So, because I played some early VR games, which weren't like the VR was just very slow, and like it would give me
That's
headaches.
a problem.
Yeah.
I saw a YouTube video or something, maybe it was on Facebook. This lady put a VR headset on, they turned the game on, and immediately she just like sprints head on into the TV, like headbutts the TV panel and breaks everything.
Oh my god.
Like what happened? I don't even know.
Just lost all sense of self.
It didn't seem very erratic. She was just like she put it on and waited for the game to start, and then it said like as soon as it did, she just takes off. And it wasn't like she was in a very big room. It was a small one. Lost all sense of self.
Okay, Ramses got taken out.
I wonder if they're using different fuels to have different exhaust colors. Or is it like additives, like I like green, so I'm gonna have green flames. Like I like purple, I have purple flames. I like purple flames. She's going down.
Run away.
Oh, not really. Looks like she's hovering like a harrier and turning on a dime. Doing just fine. Just gotta do a quick retreat. Oh, good. Save point. We're at the proper time.
Perfectly timed.
Indeed. Wow. Well, we'll be back on Tuesday.
For more
Wish you
tower
luck
climbing.
on, what's that?
For more tower climbing.
Oh, yeah. How much of the tower is left?
I don't remember. I just remember there being a very bad boss fight. Like, as in...
Okay.
After 20 years, I'm still scarred from it.
Well, I hope it's a doozy. We'll get through it. So, good luck, Yubakor, on your Xeno Saga adventures. Hope to get an update from you next stream.
Yeah, I want to see where you're at.
Yeah. Well, all right then.
All right. Take it easy, everyone.
Take it easy.